09444091, and also on Twitter it's Business Express 981. That's the hashtag.
Yes. Good morning, Kayode. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Vwede from Afrinvest.
Good morning, Lagos.
Welcome,
Good
welcome,
morning,
welcome, welcome,
Rotus.
welcome. Okay, so jumping into things quickly, the market yesterday was down by 0.74%, 29,295. So far in this month of July, the market is down by 5.3%, 6.4% year to date. 23 losers on the exchange. Just 13. Our top gainer was the cement company of northern Nigeria, up by 8%. Our top loser, UAC Property Development Company. Real estate, not doing very well. All right, we hop into our stories. Looking at capital importation, whether for the first quarter of the year, how much capital came into our dear Nigeria? We need money. Kayode, we need money.
We do.
All our listeners out there, Nigeria needs money real bad, and the money has to come from somewhere. It's not, I don't know if it can be raised domestically. It's got to come from overseas. All right. We need other countries. For those people who are from other countries listening to Business Express, please, we need money. So whether how much came in?
So basically, it comes in the form of either FPI, which is foreign portfolio investments, which is investments in stocks, bonds, and then foreign direct investments, which is owning shares of a company, which is the money that basically stays, because FPI is hot money,
exactly,
as we call it. So the figure suggests that about 84% of the capital importation, which was what was the figure? About $8.5 billion.
Okay.
84% of that was foreign portfolio investment, and of that foreign portfolio investment, we saw most of the money go into money market instruments. This is understandable because there was a lot of instability, political tension, and also the policy normalization in developed markets made money market instruments in emerging and frontier markets more interesting. So we saw most of that, about 82% of the foreign portfolio investment went to money markets, while for equities, just 9%. 9% went into equities trading, and it grew, within the quarter. But from January to March, we saw steady growth. Obviously, after the elections, people started coming in, but it's still 9%. While bonds had the lowest attention, about 7%, which is also due to which we think can be attributed to, the stability we've seen in the I&E window, as well as, there were reduced OMO auctions this year. So the short-term bond instruments served sort of like an alternative, or also had more demand due to these two factors.
Okay, so what about the one we really want? The one we really want is foreign direct investment.
Sadly, the foreign direct investments was just about 2.9%.
So I'm showing here only $243 million that came in.
Yes, only $243 million came in form of foreign direct investments. By sector, most of the sectors that had positive growth were banking, financing.
Where else do we go? This is not good.
How
much do we usually get foreign direct investment? Like how much?
It's been poor.
It's been poor because we need a more attractive business environments. We need government to make incentives to attract this foreign money. We've had insecurity issues as well. That has also stifled the growth in foreign direct investments. And until these issues are addressed, sadly, I don't think we're going to see any major growth in foreign direct investments. In terms of destination in Nigeria, Lagos State has the most.
Of course, it'll be Lagos.
About 54%. Also looking at the banks that received the most funds was Stanbic, about 42%, and
what country? I think it was was it the US or the UK? I think it was the UK. That was the top source of
So we had most of our money, about 50.
Capital importation, excuse me.
Yes, over 56% came from United Kingdom. Inflows came from United Kingdom in Q1 2019.
Well, so Lagos, your interpretation of this, nobody should jump up and down. So 8.4 billion.
This just shows why the growth is too slow, and until we can really get more foreign direct investments, which will lead to more employment, more money that would actually stay in the economy.
We're
not
going anywhere. So thank you for that, Vwede. So for those listening, if anybody is bragging to you about how much money came, just remind them they put it in shares and
portfolios to make hot money basically came in. So we don't have lingering.
So and again, FDI is when money comes in and you build a factory here, or you build something.
Companies.
Okay, let's move on. But anyway, it's still something. All right. Well, how about while we're talking money, see this actually solidifies what we're talking about. So according to the discos, Vwede and Kayode and everybody listening, they're saying that we need 36 trillion naira. That's not billion, with a T. 36 trillion, Vwede, in order to achieve stable power supply.
Not less than $100 billion.
Right, $100 billion. I think they're spreading this over 20 years. God.
Isn't that ridiculous?
What's our budget?
The money is, gosh, I mean, as a rational investor, you wouldn't want to put your money in somewhere where you're not sure how you're going to make it, how you're going to make it back. Exactly.
Right.
So you're not even sure about the payback period or anything. Now we know that discos, that's the distribution arm of the value chain in the power sector. So they've had a major problem, which is revenue collection, which is caused by metering. So we know like a lot of power consumers are not metered. And they've always had, there's still the issue of estimated billing, and they've not had like a clear, until government can have like a cost reflection tariff that can, currently give confidence to investors. I don't see a rational investor putting 36 trillion naira
in Nigeria. So if
Kayode, the power sector.
Right. So to break that, to explain it, as you just said, if Kayode is a stupendously wealthy man and we want Kayode to bring in 36, Kayode will say, how am I going to make my money back if there are no meters to accurately charge people?
There's no clear
So why not just make a lot
and the tariffs, we must say this, the tariffs are not cost reflective. I mean, when they originally
they're not cost reflective.
Right, they're not.
So the government is still trying to, until it's cost reflective, I don't think we're going to see any.
And so that we're not speaking too much English, cost reflective means that the tariffs are too low. Which means that people should be paying more for power. But of course, Yinka, our dear friend, and the other listeners will now come and say, well, Rotus and Vwede, why should I pay more for power when I'm not getting power right now? And this is the chicken and egg thing that we've been going on forever. It's like we were not moving anywhere. People are saying, I'm not paying for more power until I get more power. Discos are saying, you can't get more power until you pay for more power. And I can't pay for more power, so I'm back and forth we go.
And we're even talking about maybe more developed regions in Nigeria. Like I said, there are a lot of unmetered consumers, and they imagine getting an estimated billing of maybe 50K, and you've only had lights for like a day or less than a day. So it's not exactly. So it doesn't really make any sense. There's a lot of back and forth on this issue.
Also, you know what? We've been putting videos on WhatsApp. I'm going to get some old videos of PHCN workers going to disconnect people and then being attacked. We've talked about it on the show in the past. Have you seen those viral videos?
Yeah, there was a video where the dogs attacked.
I haven't seen that one. The dog attacked one of them.
Yeah, so like the PHCN workers entered into the house and then they released the dogs.
They released the dogs on them. You see that? And they're disconnecting them because they are not. Anyway, all right, we move on. So 36 trillion. We don't know where that money is going to come from. All right, we have to wrap up. We have to wrap up real quick. This is for another one on money. Where the fuel subsidy gulps 771 billion, and the NPC spent 771 billion keeping fuel at 145.
Yeah,
over the last 1 year.
This is a very delicate issue because we know that we don't have enough revenue to support the. I mean, if you want to incur this type of cost, you should have like inflows, revenues, and our major source of income, which is oil.
Right.
We still Kachiku said that to build a refinery we need about $1.5 billion.
Yeah.
And we're currently spending already about. Per month, we are spending about 34 billion naira on fuel subsidies. So I think that we need to also find ways to, cut down costs. So it's, like I said, very delicate.
Yeah, because like the tariffs, we have to pay more for fuel. If you remove subsidies, everybody will do to
so it will affect the prices of everything.
That is the summary of today's.
Use a lot of fuel.
Right. That's the summary of today's show. We have to pay more, but people will vex. Vwede of Afrinvest, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your insights. Kayode.
Thanks for having me.
Kayode, we need to
have an off-air discussion about where this country is going at.
We need money. We just need money. Anyway, we don't have time. But somebody please out there, if you have 36 trillion naira for Nigeria to help us get stable power supply, we will really appreciate it.
And you don't mind waiting forever.
Exactly. Sending your suggestions. Thanks for tuning in. I guess we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Yep, we're never getting that money. It's never gonna happen.
Well, your budget is 8 trillion, right? 8 trillion, and you need 36. Oh yeah, 36 so far. You are in soup.
Everybody's going to Canada. It's okay.
Abby?
Before Canada gets flooded, let's all go. All right, Vwede, take care. Good to meet you.
Introducing Quick Teller Global Vault. Now